Hello, thanks for coming back to the channel. I suppose, being horror month, being October, it makes sense to basically highlight what is, in my opinion, the best Castlevania, which is, of course, Castlevania Symphony of the Night. Now, lots of people do kind of share that opinion with me. It's certainly my favourite. Is it the best? Well, probably people put in the comments what they think is the best, and everyone's, legitimately allowed their own opinion. I think Castlevania Symphony of the Night is one I probably enjoyed the most, and it was actually the first one I ever beat, which I actually got it on the Xbox, and I didn't have the mortgage to supply myself with the PS1 version of it, but I've gone through it again, but this time I'm going to be more thorough, because obviously beating Harmony Dissonance, Aria's Sorrow, Order of Ecclesia, Circle of the Moon, I've really got the bug for Castlevania games. So the one achievement that always eluded me was literally discovering every single square of Castle, inverted and otherwise, and regular, and I never had the patience to do it. Well, this time I'm close to it, and for that reason I think, okay, maybe I get that achievement and then beat the game, and then we've got a nice little video. Instead of, I certainly want to do the retro videos, I always seem to start the games but I never seem to finish them, and then it looks like I never finish any game I've ever started. Well, that's simply just not true, because if I love it, I'll still stick in it. Symphony of the Night is definitely one I want to do, and I think it's quite fitting to do it in October. So let's go get the most elusive achievement, one of the most elusive achievements which I never thought I'd get. I mean, I'm talking about the achievements where you have to beat 700 people in ranked matches in a row. I don't look at them as ones I'd ever see attainable. This one is a slog. It is tricky because you don't know where all kind of the broken walls are to go for it. So I mean, I did use the internet to look it up. But for me, it's a personal achievement to finally actually get to the point that I could get that achievement. So I'm just going to go get that final achievement, beat the final boss, and make a video of it. So best thing to do is go on with it. I threw a little video in at the very beginning here because I'd never ever beaten Dracula without needing Maria to revive Richter, because at the very beginning is the Dracula X ending. So I thought I'd set myself a little challenge, and I thought, you know what, off the back of that, I'm going to go on and see if I can get the 200.6% achievement for uncovering the entire castle, both castles. So let's get on with it.
You know, at the beginning of Symphony of the Night, it starts off with this section here, which is from the ending of Castlevania Bloodlines. I've never actually beaten Dracula without Maria's intervention. But I've been playing so much Castlevania, I'm confident that I can actually do this, so I've just literally haven't played Symphony of the Night in ages.
You don't belong in this world.
I reckon I could do it.
It was not by my hand that I'm once again given flesh. I was called here by humans who wish to pay me tribute.
I mean, this is one
Tribute? You steal men's souls and make them your slaves.
Perhaps the same could be said of all religions.
Your words are as empty as your soul. Mankind ill needs a savior such as you.
What is a man? A miserable little pile of secrets. But enough talk. Have at you!
Right, I've done the first phase without taking a hit. That's the first time I've ever done this. Right, get the hell out of there.
No, it cannot be!
That is the first ever time I've beaten Dracula without needing Maria. There you go. That's a nice little bonus little video for you there. But this is actually the beginning of Symphony of the Night, and I've never had it where it begins, and I haven't needed Maria to save the bacon. But you know what? I'm gonna probably start another game of Symphony of the Night, because why not? I've been playing so many Castlevanias. Might as well remind myself how this game is.
So jumping ahead, go to this save point that I have. If you look actually on the side there, it says completion is actually at 200.5%. So for those of you who've played Symphony of the Night, you have the inverted castle,
and basically is, well, this is the normal castle, I'm just going to fight my way up to it, is I'm going to go get the achievement that has taken me basically 7 years to get, because I picked it up, put it down, picked it up, put it down, but only then did I really kind of get the real gusto to just get on with the game. And it is it the best Castlevania? It's certainly people's most favourite one, isn't it? Is I mean, not like the highest level one can have. What, level 51, which isn't terrible at all. But no, I have loved this game. I've loved going through it. I just think, is it a masterpiece? Yeah, it's as close as damn to a masterpiece. It was kind of, I don't even know, was it the first Metroidvania one? It was certainly the blueprint that a lot of the kind of the later ones, or ones that I certainly like if you look at Harmony of Dissonance and Aria of Sorrow, they kind of followed that kind of same similar blueprint. And I think this came out first because they were like, what, 2000s, whereas those ones come out in... Ow. Whereas they came out in, this was 97, I think this came out, so, you know, it's, yes, this is definitely like people's most favourite ones, and for a good damn reason, and I'm keeping the crucifix, thank you very much. But there was just so much I just kind of wanted to do more with this game, which I didn't do the first time round that I played it, which, to be fair, was quite a while ago. But since I started really getting back into the Castlevania games, it's amazing to just hang out and just run around and basically chill here. It's the soundtrack, the graphics, it's just, everything is so right about it. And you play as Alucard. What's not to love about Alucard? Alucard is arguably, you know, the greatest Castlevania character, and he's not even a Belmont. I mean, there is a moderate irony to that. I'm basically gone the wrong way. Okay, I'm just going to go down because I need to get because this is the normal castle. I need to get to the inverted castle to face the final boss. And as I say, with all the Castlevania videos that I do, it's not a spoiler say that the final boss is Dracula. It's a Castlevania game. If someone wants to get upset that I've said that Dracula's the final boss, just remember that it is a Castlevania game. The reason I'm making so many mistakes is because I'm kind of rushing through, but what I did in the other Castlevania video it wasn't very long, so I kind of just rushed through it and just did the final boss. So I thought, if I go have a bit of a walk around with it, it's so nice to be, you know, part of the castle, soak up the kind of atmosphere of it, and that's really what I get out of these games. Action platformers are not my forte, as everyone knows who has seen any of the Retro Lols videos that I do. But there's just something different with one of the kind of, I'm keen to have that distinction of a Metroidvania style Castlevania, because you kind of get to play it like an RPG. If it's like an original one, like the original Castlevanias, the Simon's Quest, I'm not going to be very good at it. It's the same way that Dracula X, I'm absolutely terrible at. I will try and get a bit more practice in with the Dracula X, or I think the European version is what, Vampire's Kiss? But I just, actually, for the final boss, I am going to need some hearts, because when Alucard uses that crucifix sub-weapon, it is immense. Absolutely immense. I'm going to go down this way. Don't actually have to kill everything. You've got the old devil familiar with me as well, because he's actually really handy, because I mean, lots of the things which you have to do to uncover all the rooms. Now, the other thing I looked at for the 200.6 achievement is that you have to have 1,890 rooms. And if you can see on the far side down, 1889. Which means I'm literally one room away, which is the final boss lair. do it. And I ended up having to research on the internet to find out and cross-reference from pictures and work out where I've been, where haven't I been. And that's the biggest slog. I mean, after this achievement, the only one I'll have left is the completing inverted castle Richter, that's going to be tough. But I will try and persevere with that one. But where's the... let's go down to the teleporter. So I just need to go back up to the bit, invert the castle, and make my way down towards where the final boss layer is. I went completely the wrong way because I was too busy just yapping away to actually concentrate on what I was doing. But no, it's this. It is this way because it's not going to need the money, but I'd still like collecting coins. Mind you, the more different kind of areas you go in the castle, you get to hear the different kind of music that they've got, and it's just so good. No, don't want to be in that one. I want to be the one at the top of the map. And show you the next one. But yeah, on this map, there's a couple which I don't know how you would know to break the wall to find that hidden room, and I think that's half the battle, if you will, is knowing where you're supposed to go. But I've run into the inverted castle quite a few times now, so I know where I'm supposed to be heading. So. Oh, for example, I didn't realise there was a whole load of rooms up here. It seems flipping obvious, and then when you discover a room in one, you end up going back to the opposite castle to then find said room, and that was literally the struggle that I had. But no, like I said, I'm going for the achievement, which I never thought I was ever going to get, and then I come this close, and I thought, you know what? I'm going to just whack it onto YouTube. Complete Symphony of the Night for the umpteenth time, but this time on the 200.6%. So we're in the inverted castle now. As you can see, there's only one room in the centre of the screen there. That is the Dracula boss fight, which is where we're going to go. Oh, probably helps if I use a form that does actually fly, be it the mist or the bat. I am going to use the crucifix because it does that, basically. And to be honest, that wasn't a demonstration, that was me pressing the wrong button. I've been running around collecting hearts only to absolutely lose them, but I am going to change into the red cape, because the red cape, when you take damage, reimburses you with hearts, which is, you know what, I'm going to do that now, actually. It's not just a, you converts damage to hearts. It's not just a fashion statement, that's the tactic that I basically am going to use if I get into trouble against Dracula. Although, truth be told, this isn't the hardest Dracula boss that I thought. The Dracula boss that has driven me up the wall the most was probably Circle of the Moon. I absolutely hated that boss because it was just awful. Trying to find your little window while trying to beat that particular boss was just vile. So I want to take the centre one. Is this the one I want? Yeah, this is the one. This is my stop. To be honest, I don't actually find the familiars to be particularly useful. Ow! You bastard! That's much better. I mean, I suppose it's different when you don't run out of room when you're trying to like back off an enemy. I need to go up there. Oh, these things are a pain in the arse. You know what? The poison mist is just one of just the best upgrades you can have. It's cheap, and I don't care. I need to go up this way. Yeah, and also you can't quite make the jumps when you're lost the time in the inverted castle, or you've got to be absolutely spot on. And jumping for platforms is no good to me. I'm freaking rubbish at it. Nearly there. But what we're going to do is just going to get our health back, have the final save before we have a date with Destiny. Specifically Alucard's Destiny. And hopefully the instant we step in that room I get the achievement. One of the achievements I never thought I would get. Which is cool, that's something to be celebrated. Here we go. This is exciting. It's genuinely quite exciting. Like for the longest time I was like, I don't know how anyone would have the patience to get the full 200.6% achievement, but hopefully when you drop into this room, see that room there is the final little piece of the puzzle. So let's do it. Yeah! So now we've got to fight
You
Shaft.
have done well in making it this far.
I'm just so chuffed with that.
I would expect no less from the son of our master.
So you are the one who was controlling Belmont?
Yes. I am the dark priest called Shaft. This world must be cleansed in the forge of chaos.
Why did you make Belmont lord of this castle?
For centuries, vampire hunters have defeated evil with holy power. But if two vampire hunters were to fight each other...
But Belmont's power is supreme among vampire hunters. None other could defeat him.
Exactly. That's why I removed him as a threat, by making him into lord of this castle.
But your plan has failed.
Has it indeed? We'll see what happens after I destroy your weak human side.
I've also got the beryl crown on, so lightning damage heals me. There will be a lot of lightning damage.
You claim to love the
from
darkness.
a couple of the
Go
bosses.
then and dwell there for all eternity.
But my goal is achieved. Count Dracula has come to purify this corrupt world with the searing flames of chaos.
Oh, we turned into a green flame and exploded. But what do we have here?
Father.
Well met, my son. It's been a long time.
I was
Dracula's
hoping we would
voice
not
is so
see each
funny.
other again. I can't allow you to leave here, Father.
You have ever been the ally of humans. Have you forgotten what they did to your mother?
Think you I would forget such a thing? No, but neither do I seek revenge against them.
Still uttering the same nonsense. No matter. Now is the time to put aside your weak human side and join me in remaking this world.
Dracula, in the name of my mother, I will defeat you again.
Behold my true form and its flair!
Shit! Pulled that wrong.
platform if it's actually your chair that's hitting on. That's better.
Go back whence you came. Trouble the soul of my mother no more.
I made far too much of a meal of it the first time.
How is it that I've been so defeated?
You have been doomed ever since you lost the ability to love.
Sarcasm. For what profit is it to a man if he gains the world and loses his own soul? Matthew 16:26, I believe.
That's a weird time to start quoting the Bible, Dracula.
Tell me, what were Lisa's last words?
She said, do not hate humans. If you cannot live with them, then at least do them no harm. For theirs is already a hard lot. She also said to tell you that she would love you for all of eternity.
That's actually
Lisa, forgive me. Farewell, my son.
Economically, how many times has Dracula come back? How many times has Dracula been destroyed? Quite a few. But here's Maria and Richter.
Alucard, I'm glad you're all right.
I'm sorry. 'Tis my fault you had to fight your own father.
Fear not. I had my own reasons for destroying him.
It must have been painful for you.
Indeed. But you must always remember that the only thing necessary for evil to triumph is for good men to do nothing.
I understand.
Alucard, what will you do now?
The blood that flows in my veins is cursed. 'Twould be best for this world if I were to disappear forever.
I see.
Farewell, then.
And yes, it appears in Japan in an Aria of Sorrow.
Alucard,
Don't you want to go after him, Maria?
I'm sorry. I can't let him disappear from my life.
It's all right. Go after him. Perhaps you can save his haunted soul.
Thank you, Richter. Fare
I love
thee
the way she
well.
said Richter.
And yourself, dear lady.
Bye, Maria. Well, there we go, ladies and gentlemen. That is the ending of Castlevania Symphony of the Night, which is, you know, it's quite an apt video to put up in Horror Month, which is, of course, October. You know, completing 2 Castlevanias in October is not bad. But yeah, this is this the masterpiece? Is this the greatest Castlevania of all time? In my opinion, probably yes. As much as I like Harmony of Dissonance, as much as I like Aria of Sorrow, this is probably my favourite still. You know, is it the greatest of all time? Well, that's just my opinion. It's certainly my favourite of all time. And it's one you can just go back to over again. It's actually the first Castlevania I ever actually beat for the first time. And it's been a long, long, long time since I actually have beaten it. But I'm just over the moon to get that damn achievement. That achievement has been bothering me for a very, very long time. And I never thought I'd get it. And then I kind of got the patience, got a couple more Castlevanias under my belt. I thought we'd go for it. So, with that, I'm going to leave this here and say, if you have come this far, thank you very much for choosing to spend your time with me. If you like this video, please drop a little like. Subscribe to the channel if you're new. So, I did do a little bonus video, because when you first play Symphony of the Night, you do actually play as Richter, which is supposed to be the end of Dracula X, Vampire's Kiss, call it what you will. But I always have needed to have Maria revive him. And I've never actually been able to beat Dracula, without taking an absolute pounding. So I thought I'd throw that in as a little bonus video at the end here. But guys, I'm going to leave us here. So thanks again for watching. Stay safe, and I'll see you next time.